Hey everybody, it's John here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today back in BlazBlue Continuum Shift, grabbing the Real Ultimate Power Achievement. This is to use every single character's Astral Finish. The first thing you want to do is you want to head into your options, make sure you set the round count to 1 and the time limit to infinite. The reason for this is you can only use your Astral Finish on the last round of the fight. Then you want to hop into a local versus game, 2 controllers. You want to turn on beginner mode because that makes doing astrals a lot easier. We're going to be using Iron Tager for our second controller for all of this, simply because he's a big target and really hard to miss. And we're going to start off using Hakumen. Alright, with Astral Finishes, it's just like the other game, where you need to first weaken your opponent to below 35% health, or when their health bar turns orange, essentially. And you also need 100% heat, and some characters require special conditions, and we are going to start off with those characters, so I can explain them better. Starting off with Hakumen, since he doesn't have heat, just fill up his infinity bar, which works pretty much the same way, essentially. Then you want to hold right trigger to throw out his Astral. As soon as the screen flashes red, you want to pick up your second controller and then tap the X button, which is your quick attack, and then you should be able to counter it using Hakumen, and that's how his Astral Heat finish works. Alright, for Bang, what you want to do is you want to build up his heat to 100%, make sure you're both in the corner, and then you want to do a double jump, and during the apex of your second jump, you want to hold right trigger. As you come down, you should shoot out a nail, make sure you jump into the nail, and that's how you do his Astral Heat.
Let the bloodbath begin!
Alright, for Lychee, once you have your opponent below 35 health and you have 100 heat, make sure you back up. You want to hit the Y button to unequip your staff, and then do down and B to jump on top of it. Once you're on top of it, hold right trigger to unleash your Astral. Make sure your opponent is close by and it will hit.
Shadow Palm! Gotcha! 9 8!
Alright, Carl's is going to be the most pain in the ass simply because you can't do it on beginner mode since there's no way of controlling Nirvana on beginner. So you have to do it in regular mode, therefore you have to do a button combination instead of using right trigger. So first build up his heat to 100, opponent's health below 35%, then you want to hold A to take control of Nirvana, and then you need to do forward, back, forward, half circle, forward, and then A. And then what you want to do is just jump into the countdown and you should hit it. Alright, thankfully that should be the last complicated one. So starting off with Ragna, you can go back to setting it to beginner mode. Pretty much everyone else is just hold right trigger at a specific distance away. For Ragna, you want to be about this close.
Arctic Dungeon!
Releasing Armagus!
Alright, for Rachel, she's going to shoot out a beam. Make sure you jump into it using your second controller. Alright, for Taukaka, what you want to do is you want to make sure you are about this far away, so this right here on the other side of the screen, and then you want to be in midair and then hold right trigger. For Arakune, he's going to turn into an eyeball. Make sure you walk into the eyeball using your second controller. For Iron Tager, you need to be at least at grabbing distance.
Releasing Armagus! King of Tigger!
For Hazama, he's going to shoot out a chain. Make sure after your second controller gets hit with the chain, you jump over him. So hold right trigger, shoots out the chain, jump, and get caught in the chains.
Just die.
Give me strength! White feathers for innocence. Black feathers for darkest sin. We are the messengers and hammers of God, come to deliver righteous justice. Let sinners be punished. Let justice be done.
Alright, Lamba 11's the one that took me a while to figure out. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you jump above your opponent, hit right trigger, and as you're coming down, hold right trigger once you hit the ground.
Releasing your unit. Deploying dimensional interference force field. Oh, silver blade forged in the depths of the unknown. Feed my summons and purge those who stand in my way. I wait